Hi all, right, back with more DD at Tarawa. This is my part 19. So just getting straight back after copying that part across. So let's just press right on. I'm going to try and squeeze another little part in to finish the night off. Where are we? We're in the US action phase. Right, okay. So we've got 3 actions only. I don't suppose it's imperative that we move this. Let's deal with some disruption that we've got. That is disrupted, so let's just deal with that. I can't do anything with that tank. He's going to have to just sit in that brown position. I mean, I dare say we could attempt to barrage. Yeah, I had talked about maybe trying to come across. The thing is, if I do come across into here, it leaves this hex a bit vulnerable to reinforce or assault. No, redeploy. I suppose it's just to try and get a shot, maybe in on this tank, but weapon wise, what is it? Flamethrower and machine gun. Well, this guy doesn't have it. What did the tanks bring with him? I've only got 2 strength tanks as well, so don't know if that matters. Tank, he supplies AR, BZ, and then if within 4 hexes, add machine gun. Yeah, we don't have the flamethrower. Grr. You know, a flamethrower down there, but yeah, all that's going to take time, isn't it? So, could we even, if we got in a position, remember he doesn't get doubled, so if we didn't have the weapons and doubled them, 6 strength, so moving that across to there and then attacking with both of them for 7 against 3. We would have double, we would disrupt it that way. Yeah, but right, I feel like I need an action here to attack that for sure. So that's 1. I don't want to just jump in and do it right now though, just in case. We can't, these guys are still in the water, I can't do nothing with them. Here, yeah, this guy wants to move back. Well, you definitely want to do that, Grant. And I don't think I want to go for that hex, because it's, well, actually that tank only, it fires into there. I think further back here's better, isn't it? Well, yeah. And yeah, I was talking about knocking the hero back, the headquarters back into there, so that we can maybe establish it as a command post. But then that exposes that, and unless you move that tank back out there. Oh, but if I do that, I'm then exposing this. Kind of wait. These guys aren't far away, so maybe I need to leave some of that. So if I put this guy, yeah, he doesn't exert control around a bit anyway. I think I'm going to put him there. Maybe I'll just leave this here just now then. I think I might just leave this here just now. I don't know if that's silly or not though. I don't want to leave this position empty, because these tanks are just wanting to advance into it. This guy could redeploy into it. Oh, possibly even this guy could redeploy. You know, it's just this. It could reinforce. It could muster. I think. There's just so many bad things could happen there. So I think I want to leave him there just now until next time, once we get some of these The other downside to that is it's your headquarters and it's just too far out where some of these units are going to land in here. Can't I switch these about then? I suppose just it feels riskier with the tank because they can hit. It's harder for that to get hit. I'm saying that, looking up at the two cards that are in the piles there. One of them's got a yellow star on it. The other one's got a green star on it. So, yeah. And in actual fact, if the first card had been our fire card, I think our HQ would be dead right now. Well, actually, it's got a diamond on it, so maybe not. Oh yeah, because that hits two. That hits two positions, so it would hit the tank and it would hit our leader. So maybe are kind of dicing the. Well, even if I go here though, this is in yellow. That yellow tank's fire. Yeah, I do want to say that some of this stuff we're going to get something landing here. Ooh, maybe hold on. Maybe I should move this further back to make space. Because it doesn't matter if it's back there, does it? Yeah, I'm actually going to move that 2 hexes then to there. And then I think I'm actually going to move this into here. Well, you're as well doing it now, Grant, aren't you? And then move that back into there. And now these units land in. This can land here. Ooh. Well, yeah, that's fine. It does mean both of these are going to be concentrated, I think. Oh no, I want this guy landing here though, Grant, don't I? And then these could land here. Oh, that's going to be another SP unit. That's good. That's a perfect spot from it to land as well, isn't it? Yeah, that means we're going to get 3 support tokens. And then that guy could land there, and then at least they get. And this guy. Yeah, this guy's got to land, isn't he? You know what? He's going to go in there and maybe have a go at that. Again, that's going to be a paid for action again, though. Oh, right. I'm not sure if I should swap these about or not. I might change my mind on that. Right, what we got here? Right, here's something to do. Again. So, we can attack with this, and this tank. However, that is a paid for action. I've already said I've got one along here that I definitely want to use. I think I've only got one that I'll really want to use. This would be another one, but maybe I don't need to use this tank. And then the other one could be, well, like we've just said, that I letter is, when does that kick in? Yeah. It says next turn, start Japanese infiltration. I think that just means the I action becomes available. I don't think anything else happens by the wording on that. At least I don't think so. I might just double check in case there's anything else that I'm missing with that. So with that in mind, this isn't a terrible move into here, you know, to shut this off. It does mean that this is still going to be possible infiltration hex, but at least we've got it surrounded. We can maybe make an attack on it, you know. Oh, hold on. The other thing we want to do is move this. Yeah, if I move them, they can't move to different hexes, can they? Yeah, Grant. I don't know why you're looking that up. They've got to move the same way. Yeah, I'm not even going to look it up. Well, I would leave one there. Well, I think I really want to move that. So that's one action. I want to say, well, maybe I'm not going to use a tank here then. That's a definite action. That's 2. And then that would be nice to have as a third action, I think. Right, I'm definitely going to do this. So I think I don't want to take that guy with it, I don't think. Yeah, because I want to hold that position as well. Yeah, no, that's not any good going it there, is it? We've already said that he needs to be on the beach. Do you want to move him just there, or is it safer just moving him out of the red in case something was to go wrong? How do I have the garrisons get placed on hexes that we are occupying? I want to say that's probably correct. Right, so actually, establishing a garrison. During the US engineering HQ phase, you may spend the support marker to place a garrison in a position hex meeting all the following requirements. Hang on, just a quick glance at their there is a correction to it says 17 correction. An engineering unit must be in a hex from which US communication can be traced and not an enemy field of fire in order to provide the support marker. The unit need not be the unit need not be in a beach hex. Okay. Oh, I think I'm allowed to make some adjustments there then. Yeah, I remember that now. That's an errata. Under 17 there. Where is it? There, yeah. Correction, an engineer unit must be in a hex from which US communication can be traced and not in an enemy field of fire in order to provide the support marker. The unit need not be in a beach hex. That's 17.21 as well. Third bullet, clarification. A garrison marker is not removed when in the field of fire of a Japanese unit performing an action to remove disruption. Okay. Okay, so we might be adjusting our engineers then. So jumping back to that, it was the third bullet it talked about. So not in the field of fire, Japanese unit, even if disrupted. What does the correction say? The first bullet, no, first bullet correction. No, Grant, you look at the wrong thing. Third bullet clarification. I'm looking at the wrong bit. Yeah, it's the next part, right? Ignore me there. Let's see what it needs to require. It needs to have all the following requirements. Occupied by or adjacent to a US unit. Okay, that's good. In US communication. Okay. And not in the field of fire of a Japanese unit, even if disrupted. If these requirements are met, flip the support marker to its garrison side and place it in the position hex. Okay, good stuff. And then, yeah, let's just carry on with this bit up here. So, properties of garrisons. A position hex with a garrison marker is considered US occupied when checking for Japanese actions and when determining if a position is secure. Okay. Garrison markers do not count as a unit for stacking. A garrison marker may not perform actions and may not participate in a US attack. And this is the one that's been clarified. I'll read what it says here first. Garrison markers removed if alone in a position hex when that position is in the field of fire of a Japanese unit performing any action, or if a Japanese unit enters its hex. The garrison's removal does not count towards a Japanese unit's hit limit of firing. Right, I'm not quite grasping that, but let's just check the clarification. The clarification is the garrison marker is not removed when in the field of fire of a Japanese unit perform an action to remove disruption. Yeah, so what it's saying is yeah, garrison marker, yeah, if if a garrison is in, if a garrison happens to be in the field of fire of a Japanese unit that is disrupted, removing that disruption will not remove the garrison marker. Right, I think that's what that is. Garrison marker is removed if alone in a position hex when that position is in the field of fire Japanese unit performing any action, or if a Japanese unit enters. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I think it's the any action bit, and maybe it come up that basically removing a disruption marker could be classed as an action for that. I think maybe that's what that's meaning. Okay. Right, coming back to here, let's put this... let me reset this again. That was there, and that was there. What happened down there? Yeah, that is irrelevant. That just undisrupted anyway. So he does not need to be in a beach hex. Unfortunately, he's in the field of fire there. Or this tank, because it extends one hex. So I do need to move him. Grrr. That's annoying. Well, you know what? I think I might be better putting them down there anyway. I could put them here, but what real good does that do? And if these tanks do start threatening more, I think I'll just put them where I did. And this situation is switching things about. Yeah, I think it makes sense for the point of getting at least some of these guys a free action next turn. So I think I'm just going to leave that as it was. Right, but this guy down here, well, that's good because now... well. If I'm going to move this guy into here, he can only move 2 hexes, 1, 2. Why don't I move that into there then? Doesn't need to be a beach hex, as long as it can trace US communication, which is just tracing to the beach. If I can trace to the beach without tracing through enemy fields of fire, which is fine. This blue and yellow fires into that. That's yellow, that's blue. So yes, I'm going to move him to there, and that's better. Okay. Hang on, that's a paid for action anyway, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. And then we can start garrisoning these as well, but so yeah, I didn't want to move both of them. I think I want to keep that occupied. Yeah. Right, let's make this attack, and I'm not going to use the tank because I want to say this guy's got all the weapons anyway. So bringing the tank along only gives, well, it gives AR. It does give artillery. But it's a paid for action, and I'm a bit, well, yeah, because I can definitely see myself having an action here and there's an action down there to attack. So, and I'd like to do that. And yeah. Oh, and we can get AR from the heroes anyway. Yeah, we don't need the tank. We don't need the tank. Right, okay. Attack in the purple position with this guy and this guy. We have zoom in a little bit. We have a strength of 5 and another 6. So 11. However, yeah, this is, I think I've talked about this one before. I think you're allowed to wait with this one. I think this has came up before, right? Because I've got 2 heroes here. Because if you're allowed to use them as a wild card, you don't know what you're going to need. I can't say that now, right? You know, I can't sort of look at my crystal ball and say, right, I'm going to say AR here because I think this guy might have artillery. You're allowed to wait and see what it is until you decide what your wild card is. And just as you're allowed to do that, I assume you're allowed to wait and see if you want to use the plus, if you want to use the extra strength. Now the extra strength, I want to say, can only be applied once, even if there's more than one hero in the attack. I think, however, 12 is a nicer number than 11. So, you know, because if this is a 3, he's getting doubled to 6, and we want to double him just in case he's got CC on him, or flank for that matter, because we're not flanking him because we chose to do what we're doing. So, are you comfortable with this, Grant? I mean, if he's a 4, yikes. And he could be a 4, he's in inland position now, so does that mean we should really be throwing this tank in? Maybe. Somebody somewhere is telling me that 16 is a much better number than 12. Because 16 is surefire disrupt, isn't it? Because the most they go to is 4. The most they go to is 4 strength. So the worst case scenario is this guy's 8 strength. And if I've got 16 strength, doesn't matter what he's got on his weapon requirements, we're disrupting him. So think about that one, Grant, before you just jump in there. And the most we could have 12 strength, but we can't use one of the heroes for CC. We can't use one of the heroes for flanking. So if he's a 4 with flanking or CC on it, then the results are I've got I don't have the weapons, and I've got greater than but not double, and he's going to gain depth. So there you go, Grant. How do you feel? How do you feel? Do you feel lucky with that? No. So wouldn't you be better? Wouldn't you be better just holding off on this move? I mean, the only thing that's going to happen here is if we have an eye action on a blue eye on the card. That's the only thing that could mess that up for you. And I mean, I've got 2 actions left to use, but I really feel like I need to use this. I mean, another one might have been, I might have moved these guys, really, but don't think I'm really got the actions to throw about, so yeah, I think I should use the tank, shouldn't I? I think I should use the tank, Grant. If you do, it's going to be a 2 or a 3. If you don't, it's going to be a 4. I mean, 4 with a CC or a flank, do they have some ones that are that brutal? Well, yeah, we've just seen one. We've had one already. There he's there. 4 with a flank on it. Right, okay, I'm using the action on the tank. We'll take our chances with the blue eye over that. I think that's better, because him building depth right now, and then if he builds depth, that means he is a 4. And it's got either flanking or CC on him, so that's disaster. And then we're sitting in intense purple. Yeah, okay, it's all been talked through. We've got it worked out. Right, so let's see what he is. So we're attacking with 15, potentially 16. Right, he's only a 3 and he's got... I was about to swear there, but he's got nothing. Okay. So, yeah. Well, yeah. That kind of mocked me a little bit, didn't it? So we've got the weapons, there's no weapons, and we've got double. So he is eliminated. He's elite though, and he will be able to withdraw. So he goes in the Japanese reserve units box as well. I'll shuffle these about. What I'm hopefully going to remember and do this time is... I'm not going to remember though, you know, I shuffle them about here a little bit. That's me, I've totally lost my place already. What I'll do is I'll probably set the 3 of them out and roll a dice, and we can draw whichever ones, and that way. I have no idea what they are. So, yeah, so he does get to go back there. Yeah. Yeah, the other thing was, if we had spare action, like, let's get this tank into that hex now, you know. I mean, that's a reinforce or a muster or whatever. Yeah, you can't do everything. Alright, you can't do everything. Right, so I'm afraid this guy's going to have to sit and wait here. We're doing nothing else here then, because we've not got the actions to do it. Well, we've moved our HQ, so I'm assuming we're happy with that. Yeah, I think we need some support for... I wonder if... No, I think I probably should try and deal with this. So I think this idea of moving this into here and this into here is still on. Because he is going to get free action. That would be a paid for action. And yeah, no, you probably do need it. I'm going to say, do we need the range attack support? But I think we probably do, unless we're really struggling for... he's not doubled up, mind you. He's just in an open hex, beach hex. Right, anyway. Yeah, 1, 2... These 4 guys will get... But then this guy's not want to do anything. He's not probably want to do anything. This guy might want to move somewhere, I suppose. Okay, right, here's my last action. And it's going to be to attack this. And we're going to use both of these, because 8's better than 7. Yeah. So, he's got all the weapons. Well, actually, he's got a flamethrower. I don't think he has a flamethrower, actually, does he? So it's a 4-step regular infantry. Yeah. Yeah, he gets bazooka, machine gun, Browning, mortar, radio, and demolitions. He does not get flamethrower. So that's pretty nice as well, to have the flamethrower. Did I say demolitions? Yeah. Okay, so we're attacking this with 8. The unit gets doubled, the depth is not. We know what the unit is. We're about to see what the depth marker is. Oh man. No, that's bad. I would have so much preferred something that I could kill. Because that's going to reinforce here, isn't it? Right, so I think that just gets set aside, isn't it? Let me find that. Japanese tactical reinforcements triggered by a depth marker, 9.3, page 20. And when you reveal it, when this happens, immediately conduct the following: remove the depth marker from play. Well, it's going away, but draw a unit from the Japanese reserve pool and place it in the unoccupied inland position hex nearest to the position from which you removed the depth marker. If 2 or more are equidistant, place a reserve in the position closest to your unit. If still equidistant, place a reinforcement in the lower numbered position, then lowest letter position. It didn't say a depth marker, did it? Draw a unit from Japanese reserve pool and place it in an unoccupied inland position hex near. Yeah, it's just the unit alone. So the nearest position is going to be, yeah. Right, that guy's still here. So hang on. Place it in the unoccupied inland position hex nearest to the position from which you remove the depth marker. So it is these 2. Well, is it not just D9 though, Grant? Yeah, because it says inland position hex nearest to it. Yeah, so it's going to be D9. That's even worse, though, isn't it? Because at least at least me being adjacent to it. Oh, mind you, that's a 45 position, so... Right, okay, we've got 3... I'm going to have to find a dice, haven't I? Give me a sec. Right, yeah, we've got 3 reinforcements up there. I've no idea what they are. I shuffle them about, but let's just have a wee roll anyway. So, the first one's 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I've got a D6. So, yeah. Right, 6. So, it's going to be the third one. So this guy here, and I think he's going into D9. Yeah, because this is occupied. Oh, actually it says inland anyway, isn't it? Nearest inland. So that's going there. So it's got a steady purple into there. It's got an intense purple into there. Fortunately, if I can get into there, that's a steady purple. We could maybe have a go at it, but this is 5 strength. You've already, well, we've just put a 3 strength one back in there. Oh, he's not getting double on that one. So maybe that was better than I think about it. But I don't know. That guy against that, I think we need more than just that. Okay. Well, that's that done, and then we finish up resolving the combat. Well, we do have the weapons, we do have him doubled. We are going to eliminate this guy. However, he is going to just go. Oh yeah, it's on the US attack results chart that tells you about the units, the number in. So, Japanese defeated. If defeated unit is from 755 NL or 35 BD, well, this one's not. If it is from 111P or 4FC, or it's not in communication, put in eliminated Japanese units box. 1 to 16, or remove from play 70 to 30. So he's going to eliminate a Japanese units box. And that's actually the first one we've put up there. Although others have been elite. That's the first one. We managed to close combat of the other ones. So there is a chance he might come back in the night turn. I think it's a random amount, is it? No, it's randomly select half of them or something. So I don't know if half of one might be 0. Maybe 1 though. Anyway, right, well we got the result there, but... Yeah. Okay. That was okay, I think. Now, this HQ then, are we still happy with it here? Oh, hang on. We've got a 2-strength tank here as well, Grant, that could at least attempt to barrage the brown. Probably the best shot. We can't barrage that. We can't barrage that. And we can't barrage that anyway. So we might as well have a shot at the brown, unless you want to move the tank. That's maybe not a terrible idea. Well, this isn't under threat. Well, it would be for the eye action. Oh, that'd be crazy if we get a blue eye, because that one's going to work, and that one down there, is going to work as well. Look out for the blue eye. What's the chances, eh? Should we attempt to barrage on brown? Oh, look at the card. Look at the card that we drew. The last card that's been drawn. It's a brown diamond. That's exactly what we need. And the card before that's a diamond as well. So what is the chances? Very slim. Could happen that you just it kind of steers me away from trying it, to be honest. Well, if I do move this into here, I mean, he's moving away from that tank, gives him an option to maybe barrage the tank the next time. Yeah, I think I'm going to move this guy back. Right, we need to keep an eye out for what the next card drawn is, just to check it if it's a brown diamond. I I think so. I mean, this actually takes us out of brown as well, giving it a better chance of survival. Still in this tank's field of fire, but I mean, it does mean this guy's still sitting in intense, but if I get the chance, next turn I'll move that guy somewhere. No, I don't want to move him 2 hexes. I'm just thinking I could have moved him 2, but... Well, actually, where does the tank have to stop when it's moving? It's a rough crater. So a rough crater, if a tank unit... well, it says all other US units movement. So that's apart from infantry, engineers and HQs. They must stop when they enter a rough crater. So you couldn't move 2 hexes through a rough crater. So I would have been fine to move 2, but then I would do that, then this is in communication, so yeah. Yeah, I think I'd rather take my chances in that than try to draw another brown diamond, I think. Okay, is that it then? We're no moving this HQ, are we? No, because I can't really see myself. Well, although I want to move this into position around this, I think I need some help from somebody else. Like, this is steady purple as well, so maybe, these guys can get up there. 2x move up into there, then that guy moves into there, then next turn, if they're still in good, not disrupted, then maybe have a go at that guy, but I think the 5 strength alone's a bit hopeful, isn't it? Even though he's not getting doubled. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that, I think. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, I just realised this guy's not hitting the beach, is he? How did that pan out? Obviously he started from further away, and must have been 1 hex further away in that beach landing box, I'm guessing. Oh, that'll mess something up. No, that's a pity. Okay, right, I'll straighten everything up. Right, there we go. Yeah, that's it. That's just all good, I think. So move the phase marker back along. Only a couple of cards to come away this turn. Yeah, but remember to check that next card for brown diamond. So moving on to turn 11. So this would be the end of the first waves now. I'm not going to go and start counting up the points again. I think we're probably similar to what we had. We might actually have an extra one because I've got this guy in here. I didn't get that guy moved up, right? So yeah, so moving on to turn 11. This is when, well, it says start Japanese infiltration, and yeah, this is when a few other things happen. So I'm going to have to make sure that I'm on top of things once we start moving into this. But we don't do our victory point check until the end of turn 15, so. Okay, yeah, I'll just cut that now. It's 40 minutes. I do probably need to get away, get some tea, and that'll, yeah, I'll not get back tonight. Need to get off to bed a bit earlier. So I'll leave it for now, and be back. Yeah, I should still get back tomorrow, I think, for another part, hopefully. Okay, cheers.